Good morning and welcome back. Today is the start of a Saturday for us, and as long as the weather cooperates, well, I guess even if it doesn't, we're going to have a very productive day around here. We were hoping to actually go to the lake today, but it just nothing seemed to pan out. And I did get all that stuff in yesterday for Maple to be able to travel more easily. But I think we need to plan a more, like a way shorter brief entry into river or lake life for the dog rather than going and like being on a boat for 4 hours. So anyways, that's kind of to be determined, but glad that we're prepared now. Anyway, so where we ended off yesterday was getting the kitchen faucet fully set up, which is fun. The girls came home last night and everybody was playing with it, and it was funny. And the teenage Ella was having a hard time. She's like, "Why won't this thing work?" And trying to. It was hilarious. And anyways, but it's nice and it's fun and very handy and it's beautiful. That's my favorite part, is the way it looks. So got that set up, and I got the organizers put together to go in that big open Lazy Susan cabinet where the Lazy Susan is no longer. But I never did anything after that because I made lasagna, we ate, we chilled, whatever, and then I actually had to work until like midnight on work stuff. So I have a few more things for work I'm going to get done this morning, which is why I'm on my desk. But then I'm going to bring you guys along for everything we get done today. And I'm hoping that's a lot. Like, I have a lot on my to-do list because I found the perfect sized corner curio cabinet for the dining room. I had been wanting some sort of simple curio cabinet to display my late grandmother's china set that was passed down to me. It was given to me many years ago, but because I've often moved so much, my mom kept it for me for many years. And it's the dishes and everything are all like separated with padding, and they're in a thick plastic container to keep them safe over all these years. So they've never been displayed, they've never been used, they've never been anything. So I really want to get that china on display in my home, and it's white and gold. So it actually goes really well with the theme all throughout my house, which is ironic because until just like a year ago, I absolutely hated gold. Then all of a sudden, there was some kind of shift within my soul, and I am very drawn to gold anything. You guys, my wedding ring is not even gold. It's white gold. It's white gold because I've always hated gold. So this cabinet is just like, you know, maybe 2 feet wide, 6 feet tall, but it's real slim. So even though we don't have a ton of space in the dining room, it'll fit in that corner. And the reason I'm mentioning it now is because we're going to get it tomorrow, but it's an hour and a half away from us. Tomorrow is my husband's birthday. So our plans are to, well, the only definite plans really are to go an hour and a half away to Cersei, get the curio cabinet, go eat at the Rib Crib or Rib Shack. Is an amazing place in Cersei with super great ribs. And we love it. So that'll be kind of be like his birthday lunch. Then we'll come home and then we're grilling for his birthday. He's grilling because he's the griller, and on his new grill, which will be so fun. Anyway, so that's our whole plan for tomorrow. So because that's a lot of driving and a lot of time away from home, I'm personally planning on tackling my to-do list today. Side note, I also just got the old pink bedding from our bedroom, my old pink curtains, and 2 white bedding sets that I had that are really fluffy, huge, take up so much space storage-wise. We don't need them. I just got those all listed for sale on Facebook, so I'm pretty proud of myself because it's cutting the weight. So it's progress. You know, it's steps in that direction, even though those things are still in my house because there they are right there. The other one's in the washer. That takes up a lot of space. Look at that. So where in the world am I going to put that? You know, I debated saving one of the white ones for maybe wintertime, but both of the white ones are not king size. So I'm just like, nope, no, Liz, just get rid of it. So I'm just getting rid of stuff as much as I possibly can. Look at this, you guys. My first Grammy shirt came in from Etsy. It's got the year I became a mom, which is 2004. And then the year I became a Grammy, which is 2023. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be a Grammy. My husband's like, you already ordered a shirt? Like, duh. Kidding me? Anyway, so we made some, we got the curtain hung over there. I'm going to tell you a full disclosure. So I cut those curtains roughly, knowing I was going to use that hem tape. My husband takes the curtains raw down, hangs the new one. As he's hanging the new one, I'm using the hem tape. It works great. It's a good clean line, easy to use, extra sticky. Anyways, okay. Get them up on the new thing. And because of where I asked him to put the curtain rod, it's like 6 inches higher, and I didn't even think of that. So I had to pull off all the hem tape and let the curtains just hang. And the left side is like 2 inches, maybe an inch from the ground. The right panel, you guys, it's like 4 inches from the ground, and it is so noticeable. It's horrible. I'm not even going to show you. I'm just telling you, it's horrible. You can imagine, okay? So, I don't know. And because I did the cuts, like, not perfect, because I knew I was going to hem it. So then when it's hanging there, not pulling at the floor, it's real obvious the cut's not straight. It looks terrible. So, I don't know. I'm going to live with it for a few days. Decide what I think later. So I'm going to spray the original pulls for this dresser. These guys, gold. I'm going to do it here on my plant stand, but they are calling for rain just like on and off throughout the day. So I'm going to spray them here because I'm going to be painting this later anyway. And then I'm going to move them somewhere over there where like it'll be out of the weather, but the cats can't get into them. Hi, Minnie. Hi, Minnie, 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 Minnie. Hi, Minnie, 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 Minnie. Ooh. Shiny. Wow. Dang. Wow. That's great. Thanks, babe. Well, so we ended up cleaning up stuff out of the carport, putting stuff in the trash pile, getting cleaned up. This is where we set up hubby's new grill. Alright guys, look at this. In the middle of a rainstorm, we made a giant difference. Whew. We've got all this furniture right here in the front. I'm going to restore, paint, or goes inside the house. And then I gathered up just some gardening stuff here. This one was in the house. Some pool stuff. So almost everything on this shelf is going to go somewhere else really soon. This is our yard sale pile. And then cute cats over here in the corner. Filing cabinet, I'm either going to sell or it's going to go in the house. And then we got this area set up for my husband, which will probably be a bit different once we get all this stuff done away with. We need to get a cover for the camp stove because it stays dirty. He had it on and he cleaned it up a bit, but it's still a mess. So I picture these kind of in an L shape, 1, 2, you know, together someday, but gotta get a cover for that. Anyways, wow, let me show you our trash trailer. I'm impressed with us. Look at that. Look at all that. So that's all gonna be going to the dump. The gold pools are done, so I'm gonna take them inside. I think we'll spend the rest of the day inside. We might go look at sheds today, because my husband keeps wanting me to order one, and I keep saying I just want to see what they have before I order one. So we're gonna probably do that. Is that the, oh, that's the Old English still? Well, it looks better. You think it just doesn't make a big enough difference?
I think it might have just cleaned it, really.
Maybe. And when you turn that over like that, it tends to like leak when you put it back down. Nourishing mineral oil protects and restores damaged wood. So it's not a stain.
No.
Oh, I got it on me. So it's on the side of the bottle too. So we're finally coming through and going to touch up this paint. I've been, obviously, you probably noticed it for a while. It's worse around these. So we just took those pulls off. And then we've got this spot here. So I'm going to do this here in a minute. And then my husband drilled second holes down here for our upright handles. So that'll be great to get that touched up. All right, so here we are in Connor's room. Like I mentioned before, I got help with painting all this, but what it needs to be done is, if you look at the trim, look at that. Okay, so I'm doing that. Sword trim, very much needed. And some touch-ups on the door. And then we got some paint here. Got some stuff here. I don't know if I'm gonna do the whole door or not. Here's Connor. Say hi, YouTube.
What's up, YouTube?
Oh wait, I'll do it again. Say it.
Hi, YouTube.
No, you gotta look at me. Okay, anyway, so all his stuff is in the middle of his room so I can work around. So I'm gonna get working on this. I've been putting this off for how many days, Connor?
4 days.
4 days. 4 days he's been living like this. Okay, so I got all that done. Nice. Doing a video. I'm doing a video.
Okay.
And it's very dark in here. So I'm gonna go, my husband made dinner tonight. He made shepherd's pie. So I'm gonna go have some of that and chill a bit. Then I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna vacuum all around the room. Check the baseboards, see if they're dry. If so, we'll move the furniture back. I need to dust his fan because it looks terrible. And we have another fan in here that he wants to install, because the one that's in here is this space one that's from when Jeff's older boys were little kids. So we've got the other one over there. We've got everything we need. But I don't know if my husband will feel like doing that this evening or not. But if he did, then Connor's room would be almost done. I've got some work I need to do in the window trims, some like minor wood repair, maybe some patching and some caulking, but that is very low on the priority list. It's definitely going on the ongoing long to-do list, but it's not anything I'm concerned about doing immediately. But that's one of those things, like a month from now when all the big projects are done and I've got like 30 small things to do, I'll start tackling those things then. So my husband decided to go ahead and tackle doing the ceiling fan, and we ran into major issues. The ceiling tiles ripped and the actual electric box up in there like broke and came down 6 inches. So we're gonna have to get some more parts to fix that. That's gonna be a tomorrow thing. And really love how these cabinets wrapped up with touching up the paint. I knew they'd needed it for a long time. And I love having those gold upright handles on all of the lowers. They really turned out great. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Thanks for being here and subscribing. I hope you have a wonderful day. So my husband decided to go ahead and do the fan, and in the process we ran into an issue trying to get the ceiling mount fixed. It tore some of the ceiling tiles and actually broke the box up in there. So my husband just cut it for now, and we've got to get more parts to fix it. And this is how the kitchen turned out. I'm really loving that. I knew it needed a little touch-up paint for a long time, and we decided to do those gold upright handles everywhere.